Just give it a couple minutes for people to come in. I think we can go ahead and get started. It looks like we've slowed down. So welcome everybody to our July crew control office hours. We appreciate you joining us today. We have some exciting new features and updates to share with you. Our usual crew here. I'm Kelsey, Senior Product Marketing Manager, filling in on crew control for the time being. And we have Scott Kavanaugh, our Product Manager, who will be taking us through the demo of all of the new features. Just as a reminder, you can drop any questions or comments in the Q&A throughout the webinar, and we will do our best to answer them either live or at the end of the webinar. And we will share out a recording via email within 24 hours of this webinar. And then just for the future, stay up to date with our insider email every month, where we will be promoting future office hours and allow you to save your spot. We also promote those in app as well, so you can sign up those places. And with that, I will pass it over to Scott to walk us through the new features.
Hey, hello everyone. We've got some exciting new feature updates. So I'll go through today some mobile improvements we've made. We've made a couple usability enhancements, changes to customers so that you can have better text message capabilities as well as exporting. We've got scheduling enhancements so you can more easily schedule jobs to your unscheduled jobs area, a slight proposal enhancement for scheduling, and we'll cover some billing enhancements as well. So easier access to our payment processing portal, some resources, and some changes to products and services. All right, so let's dive right into it. I'll share my screen here. All right, the first set of changes that we made was around mobile enhancements. So I'm going to run Crew Control, and if you didn't know, Crew Control is a mobile responsive application. So as you change your the size of your window, or if you're working on a smaller device, Crew Control will shift and its UI will change. So you'll see a hamburger menu for navigation instead of a kind of first-class bar, and you'll see when you work in a calendar mode, you'll have a different experience with being able to add new jobs. But on top of that, we support mobile devices. So if I run this as a mobile device, so I'm running as an iPhone 14, let me refresh that to get this to work. We've made a change so that you'll be prompted to install Crew Control from the administrator side. So you have full access to Crew Control, all the billing, scheduling, invoicing, proposals, just as you would running on your desktop from your phone. And this will run as a native mobile application and not within Chrome or a browser. So it'll run just as you would install any device from your Apple store. So I'm going to actually install this to my desktop and kind of go through that process. So even on a desktop, I can do the same thing. So I just kind of showed you. Sorry, I'll go a little slower. There's a install to. There's a little button here that I'll say add to homepage, and you can install that Crew Control to your device, and you can actually see Crew Control now is running without a browser. So I'm not running in Chrome, not running in Edge, Firefox. This is running as an installed application on my machine. So you can do the same from your phone, from your tablet. Really nice enhancement, really easy way to get quick access to Crew Control and have that experience from your device. On top of that, we made this a better experience for iOS devices. There was some limitations before when downloading this to your mobile device. We've overcame that. We've also made some layout changes. So you'll see customer records will show more easily on a mobile device as cards, when previous you'd have to scroll to the right to see information on the customer. Same with other lists. So your crew members have all moved into a better experience on a mobile phone device, and you still have the same experience as if we start to go back to more of a tablet widescreen mode or your desktop monitor, you'll see it go back to that natural list mode. But this is just a big effort for my team to just give a better and easier experience when you're working with a mobile device, and also give you an opportunity to install that on your device. So real cool update that we're really excited about. I'll kind of go back to Chrome here and running Crew Control just as a normal desktop. So another enhancement we've made it just easier to use Crew Control. So we made a usability enhancement. So when you add jobs or invoices, anything that adds another record like a customer or let's say line items, we've made it easier to add those secondary records or child records on the fly. Previously, you had to search for a record that existed before you could add a new one, and that just wasn't something that was very discoverable. Now it'll just be a first class prompt. You'll be able to click it. You'll be able to add your product and service or QuickBooks product and service just on the fly as you're filling out these forms just more easily. Same with customer.
Are you going to be sharing right now?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I must have, when I went to switch devices, must have lost that. All right, let's go through that real quick. So as you add a single job, you'll see these prompts. So we'll give better information on how to add new child records on the fly. So you'll be able, previously you had to search for a record before you'd get that prompt, but now you'll always have it available. And same with, I'll go through that line item again here. You'll be able to add a new product service just as you would if you were searching. So that's just more discoverable, more easily to find. So nice usability enhancement. Hopefully save a couple steps as you're creating records in Crew Control. So next update, it's hard to show, but this is a change that's come out. We are ordering dedicated phone numbers for anyone using customer text messaging. So not dispatching schedules, but anytime you are either using automated visit reminder, pre-visit reminders, or completed visit reminders, or if you're doing these one-off texts to customers, you'll see you'll be prompted to order your phone number, but this is included in your subscription. Your details will be populated. We'll need a website, your business website, to register a phone number to your business. But just be sure to fill this in and go through this process. It should be really quick. There's no additional charge for this. It's including your subscription, but that's information we need to register a phone number to your business. And this is due to just compliance changes that happened last year. Once you have a dedicated phone number, one perk with this is you'll be able to, we've seen a lot of folks when they send completed service text messages that they will provide their reviews. So we'll see this either in the one-time messages here. Previously, we would prevent you from providing a hyperlink in your text message. Now you'll be able to freely do that because you have your own dedicated number. You have more control. So you'll be able to send a link to your review site, whether that's Google, Facebook, or whatever you prefer there. Same with customer communication. If you do, we see a lot of visit complete notifications that we're trying to use or review link. You'll be able to do that now with a dedicated number. So that gives it just a little bit more stability and a couple enhancements to customize your text messages for what you need. Another change around customer functionality would be we've enhanced our export so that it will include any tags. So I've got our customers tagged being part of a gold package, so one of a higher tier package here. When I export now, this export will include those tags. And I'll kind of share that real quick here. So this is now just an export column. So it'll help with your marketing campaigns, any data segmentation you're doing with your customer records for just analysis. So we've seen this be a request for that reason. So that's another change we've made. Back to scheduling. Let's go to more of a recurring scheduling. So back to a sequential schedule versus time-based. You'll be able to, when you select multiple jobs, or if you select all jobs for a day or any day, to be honest, I'll just do a variety here. You'll be able to move these jobs to the flexible area. Previously, we would require you to specify a crew or the order of the day, specific date. Now you can schedule it to the unscheduled area. This is a little goof here, so I'll make note of that. That should say no crews needed. So it won't schedule it to crew 1 there. It will populate it up to the unscheduled area. So I've moved them all up into as unscheduled jobs so that I can have flexibility to schedule them sometimes this week or later this month. They'll continue to appear as if they're recurring going forward. I can also move these to appear later in the flexible area. So that's another request we've seen of just being able to more easily change when your unscheduled jobs will start to appear to be scheduled for you to schedule them. So I can push them forward by a couple weeks, and they'll start to appear that week of the calendar. So another kind of little tool that you'd be able to use to give you a little bit of flexibility on having jobs that you're not ready to put on the calendar yet and be able to manage those. Another exciting enhancement to our sales proposal area, this is part of our Plus package, is we now offer the ability to schedule multiple jobs off of a proposal. Previously, we'd allow for a project, and the way that this works is a project will be a larger, typically a multi-day installation, and it'll be billed when all of the visits are completed, all for the amount that's specified on your project. We've now offer a way to provide more contract work or recurring work that isn't on a set frequency. So if you're just doing quarterly maintenance or a smaller number of maintenance, not weekly, not biweekly, not monthly, aren't on a set pattern, you'll be able to do that as well and have that flexibility. So maybe I'll say that these are flexible. So I'll say this first maintenance work is for today, and then the upcoming will be flexible. So we might put it sometime in August, schedule it out for October, and do another one in December. So that gives you the ability to kind of spread these out, usually tailored to maintenance work. They're independently billable, invoiceable visits versus a project would be for the whole installation, where this is more for maintenance. So just wanted to call that out as a nice new enhancement that'll tie these visits back to that proposal. You'll be able to find it on the customer record more easily when you do that. And just gives a nice cohesive experience there. And then the last area we've changed is our billing. We've provided more details and guidance. So we have a lot more help docs around how to get started with invoicing in some areas of our invoice that are in particular really highly useful to y'all. So if you go through that, it'll take you back to our help docs. Another way to get to help docs here is just clicking that question mark, going to help docs. And you'll go through a nice kind of tutorial of how to get up and running with your settings, some key areas like one-click invoicing, setting reminders, some things you may not be aware of, being able to have customers search from your website by their phone number to look up their invoices. Some really unique features that we offer that you may not know we have. So I'd highly recommend just giving that a read, even if you are experienced with billing or if you're getting started for the first time. If you didn't know, we utilize for anything for our payment processing a third-party provider. We now offer a way to get quicker access from Crew Control to go to your payments portal from that provider, along with some common tasks that we typically see folks use. So being able to change your bank account for withdrawals and deposits, payment fee reports, going through a reconciliation process on your fees. And then if you click this, it'll kick you out to our third-party payments provider. And this gives you access to, you just log in, it gives you access to those advanced reports, gives you some more advanced viewing of transactions that are coming through that are all kind of tied to your payments and invoices and Crew Control. So it's just a nice, easier access that we typically see customers reaching out to support on. We just want to provide a better, more streamlined experience in the application for. On top of that, with billing, we've made an enhancement to, if you go to settings, products and services, we allow notes now on your products and services. Should you be able, if you're dealing with a lot of parts and a lot of vendor sites or just vendor agreements, you'll be able to take a lot of notes and add that detail on your product and services just from within Crew Control. So it's just available to you when you need to look up the current price on a particular item. Just something that as an administrator, you'll see, your customers won't see this, but something you'll be able to access from products and services. I believe that's everything we covered. Again, maybe as we end here, I want to highlight that you have some resources available to you. If you ever have an immediate issue, you can go through our customer support form and file that. My team is looking at weekly, so not something that's urgent. We'll tend to review these every week. Requests for new ideas or obstacles, enhancements you'd like to see in Crew Control. So you feel free to fill out a feature request. We like to see those, and we rate those and review them again each week. And then we're starting to build out even more resources in our help desk. So there's more to come there, but a lot with billing. So I just want to throw that out there as some ways to communicate back to our team and give you some resources. And with that, I'll end the demo there and open it up for questions and Q&A.
Just give it a minute. We haven't had any questions come in throughout that 20 minutes, but if anybody thinks of anything, you will be receiving an email from me this afternoon with a recording of the webinar. And you'll have my email address, so you can feel free to shoot me any questions that might have come to mind after. But otherwise, like we mentioned before, just keep a lookout for the insider email and then the in-app notification about attending the future webinars. We're going on a bi-monthly schedule now, so our next one will be in September. So just keep an eye out for that. We're changing that schedule up just a little bit. Still no Q&A. So Scott, unless we have anything else, I think we are all good for today.
All right. Well, it's great seeing everybody. Thank you.
Thanks all for attending. Have a great day.